Jesus says, I have come not to abolish, but to complete the law and the prophets. Jesus is the fulfillment thing in the Old Testament. The Old Testament is like an unfinished song or symphony. It's all about somebody coming in the future. Everything in the Old Testament, Moses, the prophets, everything, all pointing towards somebody, the Messiah, coming in the future. And you will notice 10% of the Gospels, 10% of the Gospels, they are quotations of Jesus' statement. On the way to Emmaus, to the disciples, to those two disciples, the Lord explains everything from the beginning, starting with Moses. And he explains to them how everything is fulfilled, has been fulfilled through his life and his death and the resurrection. What is the implication? When you read New Testament or any part of the Bible, have the picture of Jesus in your mind. Take the Sermon on the Mount. Have you thought about it? What is the Sermon on the Mount? It is a meditation on the 10 Commandments. Jesus' own meditation on the 10 Commandments. Jesus meditating on the 10 Commandments, one by one. You have been told, do not kill, but I say, don't kill anybody with your word. The Lord is fulfilling that commandment, giving the interpretation, the full meaning of that one commandment. So the Lord goes through, if you look at all the entire Sermon on the Mount, you'll find everything is a commentary, Lord's own meditation on the 10 Commandments. The message is, let your prayer always be a meditation on the person of Jesus. You may say you have your prayer books, your morning prayer, evening prayer, you may have a lot of prayer books in your hands. But sorry to say, none of them may help until you are meditating on the person of Jesus. Because he is the interpretation of everything you read in your prayer book and everything you read in the Bible. So how can you have a prayer life or relationship with the God until and unless you understand that everything is about Jesus? So before you open the prayer book, open your heart and your mind to the person of Jesus. Meditate on the person of Jesus. That's it said, prayer is always being in the presence of God. The word meditation, do you know what it means? Meditation means patient pondering. Patient pondering. It means you are in the presence of God, you're allowing God to speak to you. You keep your mouth shut, put those books away, and be in the presence of God. Let the Lord speak to you and tell you about Himself. That is meditation. Christian prayer has to be a never-ending meditation.